Hi, I'm David, and welcome to the David Tully YouTube channel, where you'll be learning how to do everything that I learned how to do, essentially. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how an optical rangefinder works. And so optical rangefinding is a very old technology in terms of modern standards, but has been used mathematically for ages. I don't actually know the mathematical origins of optical rangefinding, but that's not particularly important for the discussion of the actual optical rangefinding device, which I have here. So this is a small model. It's meant for bow hunting, and it only has a something like a 6-inch aperture. But the basic principle is through these two lenses, you'll get two separate images, which you can view through the viewfinder right here. And what you do is you will use this knob to line those images up. They'll appear something like this in terms of the vertical, and you'll bring them into alignment. And once they're in alignment, that'll give you an angle, because this lens is fixed and this lens creates an angle. And when you adjust this and line those two images up, that precise angle that this lens creates corresponds to a little meter that you can see through the viewfinder as well. And what that viewfinder is a gauge in the viewfinder that shows you not the angle, it gives you the number of yards. So while it's technically reading the angle from the second lens, it's already been mathematically calculated to what that would be in yards, range to the target. So your basic principle, it's just the trigonometry essentially, where this is a right angle. That's why this lens is fixed. So that's your right angle. And then as it comes across to this lens, it creates a triangle, and the adjustment of the angle gives you your angle. So you have you have a known length and two known angles, and through trigonometry you can figure out the distance to whatever you're looking at that's creating the third vertex in that triangle. So that's the basic principle behind optical rangefinding. That's how it works. That's how a small handheld unit like this can work. But whereas this unit is limited to about 75 yards maximum, the wider you make this angle, the more evident to the human eye it becomes. Those images that I described, they're less in focus the wider this your two lenses are, and that gives you a bigger triangle, bigger difference, and you can range farther away with that because you're viewing from different angles. So the U.S. Navy, for instance, or navies around the world, in fact, used optical rangefinders for a long time for naval fire control. And the rangefinders they were using were capable of ranging out to tens of kilometers, and they were often 14, 20, 28 feet in length, in width. So that kind of gives you an idea of what this technology is capable of. Even though it was superseded by technologies like radar and lasers. So that's all for today. Give me a thumbs up if you liked learning about optical rangefinders, thumbs down if you didn't, and I'll see you in the next one.